My association with Dieselboy is that I'm simply a fan. I became a fan sometime during the winter of 95-96. I had been suffering from depression for years, in psychotherapy, on Prozac, and then followed a strange series of events.
Do I know you?
Videotaping Green Day at Woodstock for my then 17-year-old daughter, becoming a die-hard Green Day fan from the moment I heard and saw Billie Joe Armstrong sing. Sometimes I give myself the creeps in the song Basket Case, because I had thought those exact words most of my life, and had never said it out loud, and he was singing it to 500,000 people. Incredible.
I guess.
It led me to becoming a raver. I would go to bars and hide in the shadows, afraid to talk to anyone, nervous about dancing, completely baffled by the culture, but for some reason also feeling at home in it. One night at Buzz I was hiding as usual, and whoever was playing was making lights go on in my brain. I couldn't explain it, but whatever it was this DJ was doing musically, it was having a profound effect on me. I lived in darkness. Lights were coming on. It was the strangest thing, but I realized I needed to find out who was spinning, so I could come out, to hear whoever it was again. When I finally worked up the courage to ask a nice young man who was walking by if he could tell me who was spinning, he grinned and said, "You guessed it, oh, that's Dieselboy."
What the fuck? I should have brought sandwiches.
After that night, every time I saw Dieselboy on a flyer, I would try to get to the party to see if it would happen again, the lights coming on thing, and every single time it did between Green Day and Dieselboy, I was so much happier than I used to be. I stopped taking Prozac. Eventually my psychotherapist said she didn't think I needed to see her anymore.
Look lady, I just wanted to get some food. Are you in the queue?
Here came a time about a year later when someone told me that I didn't get the music and that someone my age and marital status shouldn't be a raver. I was in my early 40s, married, 2 kids, and I took it badly. I stayed home, because I knew he had to be right. I always doubt myself about everything, my being a raver included, so I stopped going out and cried. One day my younger daughter's babysitter asked how that raving thing was going, and I said I wasn't going anymore. She asked why. I explained, and she said, "Why are you letting someone else tell you how to live your life? You were having a good time. This is a free country. Go." I wasn't convinced, but I knew that Dieselboy would be playing a party coming up at a club called Red, and decided it would be my moment of truth. If I went and didn't get it, fine, I would be honest about it and forget about the scene I had fallen in love with. But if I did get it, well, who knew if that might happen? I didn't, so I went and positioned myself under a speaker hanging from the ceiling and waited for Dieselboy to play and told myself, okay, this is it.
Lady, you're clearly a little insane.
From beginning to end, I swear to you this is true, it was just pure joy. Literally, I drove home that morning with tears of joy rolling down my face, thinking how could this music sound so beautiful to me if I didn't get it? I was still very shy about the scene, but I resolved that I would not be intimidated out of it, and whenever I saw Dieselboy's name on a flyer I continued to try to make it out. I still didn't know what he looked like.
Please, stay the fuck away from me.
One day on the DC Raves forum, some kid trashed Dieselboy's set from the night before. He sounded like he knew what he was talking about to me, but I was thinking, wow, I thought his set was great, it made me happy. To my great surprise, Dieselboy himself replied to the kid, basically deconstructing what he'd said, and pointed out contradictions in what he'd said, and as I read his post I was thinking, Dieselboy, why are you wasting your energy on someone who doesn't appreciate your music when so many people, like me, do? But I was a lurker, and I was afraid to speak up, but my conscience got to me, and I worked up the courage to post. I wrote an open letter to Dieselboy saying what I'd thought. Please don't waste your energy on people who don't appreciate you, when you have so many people who do, and I encouraged him not to be swayed by criticism. Scary, putting myself out there like that. But better for my conscience. Then I got an email from Dieselboy himself saying, "Mary, thank you for speaking up for me DSL/Damien, wow. It was way cool."
Look, I can't fucking hear you, okay?
Have a good weekend. If anyone wants a Dieselboy logo button, message me and I will mail you one next week. Respectfully, Mary.